Welcome to the Matrix. You're one of the pioneers of this big trend. I'm offering you the time dilation theory, a brand new trading methodology revealing all the secrets in the financial markets. Unlock your true potential with TDT and escape the Matrix. Hi Neo, this is 4-hour chart on Eurodollar. Let's just pick the obvious lowest low here to start counting, and we'll get 7 at the top. And let's zoom in this area on 1-hour chart. On 1-hour chart, everything becomes clearer, and we see that 4th 1-hour candle aligns with 7th 4-hour candle perfectly. We've got the nicest entry on 7th 1-hour candle just after the reversal. Let's view this part on lower time frames for scalping entry. And now let's gather the 4-hour and 1-hour countings together. With 5-minute chart countings to determine the entry, we've got 1, 5, and 9 sequence aligned with 7th 1-hour candle so nicely. Here's the entry that yields about 3R profit. Let's review another counting example, Neo. This is 4-hour chart on Eurodollar. We picked the bearish closed candle that created the highest high, and we've got perfect turning points at 7th and 13th candle here. Everything becomes more clear as we count candles on 1-hour chart. Look at how perfectly 4-hour and 1-hour countings aligned here. 7th candle on 4-hour chart aligned with 21st candle on 1-hour chart Neo. And here's the trade we can take by using the time frame alignment in terms of our countings. And 13th candle on 4-hour chart is a great point to collapse the trade in profit. As it's marked up with green numbers, this is another trade example following another counting by taking different reference points on 1-hour chart, so long as we stick to time interval in between 7th and 13th 4-hour candles. Let's review another counting example, Neo. This time I wanted to show you a harder example, because we're about to review a quite distorted area in terms of time on 4-hour chart. You might come up with a question here and ask me, how can I count the candles here, Morpheus? Answer is simple. You need daily chart or weekly chart countings to make what's seen on 4-hour chart to be clarified. What you need to do is to count the closest and the obvious highs or lows on 4-hour chart just before 13th day is opened. This gives you the exact turning point, or at least the closest turning point, as the 13th day opens. And you can know that if London session or New York session creates the low or high of the day beforehand, we see that 7th 4-hour candle and 13th day are aligned perfectly and created the low here. And the second expansion started at 21st 4-hour candle. Now let's zoom in this area on 1-hour chart. Just as everything becomes more clear on 1-hour chart, we also see different trade opportunities, regardless of higher time frame flow. If you know what to do in between time intervals, then nothing can stop you, because you will have multi-time frame bias by counting on multi-time frames. The first trade here can be taken as day trade or a scalp, and second trade should be taken as scalp only, because there's quite short time interval on 1-hour chart, and higher time frame flow is bullish, due to 13th candle on daily chart. This is how you should think, Neo. And the last trade is where you can take day trade or a swing trade targeting higher prices by following your daily chart countings, as of 13th candle to at least 17th candle. Let's review another counting example starting from 4-hour chart. If you pay attention to this video, compared to first one, we're counting 4-hour candles most of the time as higher time frame, because I'm showing you day trade and scalping examples in this video. And in the first video, I talked about swing trade examples most of the time. This is 1-hour chart, and we've got the reversal at 13th candle, as we count from the bearish closed candle. That created the highest high. On 5-minute chart, we should look for a bearish countings as we approach to 13th 1-hour candle in order to make them aligned and calibrated. Let's count from 1 to 20 to determine turning point. I want you to focus on red countings, Neo. This red counting helps you to exit your trade on time. That's another variable trading with time dilation theory. And here's the trade with high risk-reward ratio for the cases like this, where higher and lower time frames are aligned perfectly, 13th hour and 21st 5-minute candle. Let's review a scalping example, this time using 1 hour, 15-minute, and 1-minute candles. There's a perfect reversal on 20th 1-hour candle. And you know what to do next, Neo. We count from the highs on 15-minute chart to align this with 20th 1-hour candle. We've got 7 as reversal and 13 as continuation right here. And 21st 15-minute candle is where price delivery slowed down drastically. Let's closely look at this area on 1-minute chart. By applying the same counting concept what we've done for previous examples, we get 33rd 1-minute candle, and this candle is aligned perfectly with 20th candle on 1-hour chart. You can execute a long trade as soon as 33rd candle aligns with 20th candle on 1 hour with a relatively wide stop loss. Or you can wait for continuation entry by counting 5-minute and 1-minute charts sequentially. I want you to focus on the left-hand side before the 20th 1-hour candle. Flow of the price is bearish on the left-hand side until what? Until 20th hour candle. So bearish movement should be considered, and short trades should be considered at obvious numbers like 13 or 20. This scalping entry is a great entry from 20 to 33rd candle until we reach 20th on 1-hour candle. And this trade yielded about 2.5 R. Now I want you to focus on the right-hand side, Neo. This time we frame the entries by counting on 1-minute chart, as it's shown on the chart with green countings. We've got classic 1, 13, and 21 swings aligned with 13th candle on 15-minute chart sequentially. This is how we frame the scalping setups, by counting 1 hour, 15-minute, and 1-minute candles, and preferably 5-minute candles if needed.